Hey now, let's check out the most flexible and powerful Zapier integration I've ever seen anywhere. It's here in Paminga. Let's start by going to Paminga's Finder. I'll right click in this video assets folder where I'm making videos, and we'll create a new Zapier action set. I'll give it a name. I'll call it my action set. I'll click on create. Boom. Now we've got a new action set. The key to the power is in Paminga's global and conditional actions, which you'll find in all kinds of places in the platform. We'll come back to that if we have time. But here's the deal. I can create as many action sets as I want, consisting of any number of global and or conditional actions in Paminga. Then in Zapier, which I'll show you in a moment, I say, hey, when I get this trigger, send a zap to Paminga and execute Zapier action set A. But from some other trigger, I might execute set B or set C. Create as many as you want and trigger them based on whatever you want. So this moves all of your workflow kind of logic out of Zapier, like I see in other integrations. Like when this happens, create a lead. When that happens, it's all in Zapier. This moves it into your marketing automation platform. So let's check it out. I'll add a conditional action, and I'll say that, how about this? If the email domain equals paminga.com, then we'll create some lead or something like that. So I'll give it conditions. Right now we've got account standard and custom fields, contact standard and custom fields, and list membership in here. I'm just going to go up here, the cursor, Paminga loves you, cursor's already in the search box. I'll type email and I'll find the email address field and I'll add that as a condition. This is Paminga segment builder. I'm going to say if it does end with, and I'll say paminga.com. Boom. Now everyone from paminga.com is going to qualify for this conditional action. What I want to do, let's create a lead in Salesforce, and we'll go real fast here. I'll create a lead in Salesforce, assigning to it to a specific queue, say Salesforce QA. I have to give it a couple other settings here, and all these lead sources sync from Salesforce. Your queues sync from Salesforce. This video is not really about Salesforce, so I'll click apply. Now I could say, yeah, I want to put them into Salesforce under QA if they have an email address ending in paminga.com. But in addition to that, how about we send them some email? And I could pick emails here. I'm not going to get into that right now. I could add them to any workflows. I could remove them from workflows to align messaging with customer journey. I could add them to marketing lists, all kinds of stuff, Google Ads audience, sunset contacts, unsunset. You can just take a look at this. All kinds of magic in here that I'm not going to get all into. So actually, I probably want to go back in there and uncheck those boxes. Okay, it's cool. All right. So I'll just hit save, and we've got a Zapier action set all hooked up on this side. So let's go to the Zapier side. Let's go and create a new Zap. All right, cool. Now let's add our action. I'll add it from Paminga. And there's only one action available. Execute a Zapier action set in Paminga. Action sets are created and managed in Paminga. There you go. So it just says, what action set do you want to use? It just queried. I already had one called demo scheduled. These are brand new, so we've got a few of them, ID 14. My action set is the one I just created. And then I can grab, say, my my email address from the trigger, and that's the only field in here that's required. So I'm not going to play around and mess with the rest of this. So anyway, if I were to go ahead and test this or have it actually triggered, what's going to happen? Paminga is going to receive it, and it's going to trigger the one called My Action Set. And now you can have Paminga take whatever actions you want for every single time the Zap's received, or take as many conditional actions as you want, which I can easily just clone here and go to town with this. It's so cool that all your logic and workflow action is here inside of Paminga instead of outside in Zapier.